To catch all the latest episodes, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Hey guys, so today we're talking about autism and lack of hobbies or lack of interest in things. For me, I don't have a lot of hobbies. A lot of things just don't interest me. There are a few things I will start obsessing about that I will think will be a hobby, but instead turn into an obsession that lasts for a couple months, and then I totally lose interest. Probably because I'm burnt out about obsessing about it. So I've always wondered why a lot of things don't pique my interest. You know, I obviously love learning, I love writing, I love doing a lot of different things, but there's nothing I really do for leisure. I don't know, I can't think of one thing that I can do that would bring me that kind of leisurely feeling or a feeling of just pure enjoyment. There's not one activity I would do. Like company, people can bring me that. Certain situations can bring me that, but I cannot predetermine that for me. It's not like I can say, oh, I'm going to work on a puzzle because I'm not interested in that. Or I'm going to, fiddle around in the garden. I'm not interested in that. There's a lot of things where I just have no interest in, right? But the other day, I got high, and afterwards, I was on vacation, right? Again, it wasn't really a vacation because everything's always so stressful for me. So it's just the change of scenery and routine and my familiarity going out the door. It was very stressful. But I went shopping on vacation, and I took a cannabis gummy beforehand, and I actually bought myself something. And it was the first time I bought myself something other than a necessity for living or a book in years. I never bought myself anything because I just have no interest in anything. And even when I want to buy something, my mind is calculating, okay, do I really need this or do I want it? How am I going to use it how often am I going to use it? Am I going to regret purchasing it? Like, look, it's $20. I could use that $20 to, do something more efficient. Is this even worth $20? Do I feel like they're ripping me off, these people at the store? Is the price too high? All that chatter is going on when I'm shopping when sober, which is probably why I lose interest, right? But when I was high, I just saw something, I liked it, I didn't care how much it was, and I bought it. And it felt great, and that was amazing. Same thing happens with other things when I'm high. I'm interested in a lot more things. I don't like watching movies. Movies bore the hell out of me. Very few movies are interesting. But when I'm high, those movies are, not that they're like amazing, but I'm interested. I just become more alive when I'm high. And again, I feel like it's because of all my symptoms being alleviating that they're not suppressing my interest in life. I feel in my sober state, even on a good day, a lot of my interest in life is suppressed by all these symptoms that I'm actually unaware I'm going through because they're my normal, right? So I'm going to go into this in a little bit more nuanced detail after I take some cannabis, and I will be back in 5 minutes. Bye.
5 minutes later.
So I smoked, and I'm interested in a lot of more things now, even just 5 minutes ago in that previous portion of the video, you saw me and I was doing just fine. Or so I thought. But now that I'm high, I look back at that and I'm like, yeah, I was still weighted down by all those symptoms I was talking about that are my normal. But now when I'm high, I feel abnormal because I feel more normal. So it's very interesting, very interesting. So I'm going to show you what I bought at that store. And don't be surprised that I bought cannabis paraphernalia. That's what I bought at the store, right, when I was high. What I was talking about that I actually was interested in, I bought it. It was cannabis paraphernalia. So I got this sign, right? I can't escape reality. Cannabis makes things more real for me. That's why I like it so much. I can't, if I'm struggling and I take cannabis, I can't escape that struggle. That struggle's deep within me. why I take cannabis when I'm struggling and why I take cannabis when I'm doing perfectly fine is to gain a broader perspective on this life. And that brings me enjoyment. And maybe that's why I don't find joy in a lot of other things, because that deep substantive meaning of life is hard to come by. But when I'm high, I can kind of feel that more, and it brings my heart to joy. So again, got this. I have dry mouth now. Maybe you can hear, so stoner mints. Cures cotton mouth. Not so sure about that one, guys. You might want to have a new testing group because I still have dry mouth and I just took one. And then I got a new pipe, and now I'm aware this might look like a dildo, but it is a smoking pipe. I've been in love with Rick and Morty. That has been something that has been interesting to me, sober or high. I've heard of it for a while, but Rick supposedly has autism, and it's a very cool cartoon. Anyway, it's Rick from Rick and Morty. If you guys watch Rick and Morty episode, maybe the most famous episode is Pickle Rick. Well, it's just Pickle Rick, but unfortunately the green one sold out, so I have not a green pickle, but an orange and blue pickle. So, yes, and I suck on this end, and I'm aware I'm... So, it's, was that smoke shop are they trying to say something to me when they sold me that? Only time I like... As you can see, the before and after, that's why I enjoy cannabis so much, is because everything that my symptoms and my mental challenges bring me every day, they suppress my inner nature, and this is my inner nature, and I haven't seen this rustle since I was a little kid. So until next time, subscribe.